What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about the power of leverage, and if you want to start out investing in real estate, if you want to start out just buying real estate, well then the term leverage you really need to truly understand, and it's coming up right after this. Welcome back to the channel that's all about real estate. My name is Alex and I post videos 3 days a week, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you got it. It's all about real estate. So if you're interested in learning more about real estate and how to make money through real estate, well then think about hitting that like and subscribe button down there. And now on to the video you're waiting for. Leverage, leverage, leverage. What does it mean in simple terms? Well, in simple terms, it's borrowing capital to try to increase your profits or your returns on your investment. Now, what I always recommend to my clients, if you look at historical interest rates, and I'll put it on the screen right now, back in the 1980s, they're around 18% is what you would get your rate in for buying a house. Now they're around 3.5% for a 30-year fixed mortgage. Interest rates so low, I think it sparks more interest in this topic. If interest rates were still 18%, I probably wouldn't even be making this video. But since they're so low, I think it really brings up the topic again of increasing your profitability with using the power of leverage. And not only that, you can buy more quantity. So let me explain right now. Okay, now for illustration purposes, so you guys can understand this concept more and actually see the power of leverage, let's do two different examples. So the first one is we're gonna buy stocks. The second one is we're gonna buy real estate. First off, if you guys wanna buy $100,000 worth of stock, well, you're gonna need $100,000 liquid in order to purchase that stock. Say you wanna buy Microsoft, say you wanna buy Amazon, whatever the stock is, you're gonna have to have $100,000. Now for the second example, if you have $100,000, you could purchase a $500,000 asset buying real estate, which would be 20% down, which would be a investment property. You have to put 20% down. You'll get a little bit better rate at 25%. For this example, you're gonna put 20% down, $100,000. Now you own a $500,000 property. Now, let's say you get a 6% return on both of these. And I know this is very generalized because stocks over the years is around 9.5%, I believe, and real estate is around 3.4%. But for just purposes of this example, so you guys can see how this lays out, let's say for 30 years, you get a 30-year fixed mortgage, you hold the Apple stock for 30 years, and you get a 6% return every single year for those 30 years. What are you gonna have at the end of the 30 years? Well, with your Apple stock, that's gonna appreciate. For the Apple stock, that's gonna appreciate to $574,349.12. Now with the real estate, okay, we'll call it house. The real estate, okay, this is gonna appreciate to $2,871,745, and then there's some pennies in there, 59 cents. Okay, we'll keep it at that. So 2.871 million rather than 574,000. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, well, Alex, I'm not gonna get 6% every year, right? This is just for example purposes so you can actually see how using the power of leverage, you can buy this $500,000 asset, which your $100,000 isn't appreciating by 6%. Your asset is appreciating by 6%, right? So you're gaining 6% a year, okay, which is accruing interest as the balance goes up, okay, every single year. But on that first 6% of $500,000 for the first year, you gain $30,000 in equity, okay? And then rather than with the $100,000, 6%, that would be $6,000, right? So you can see leveraging your money, how you can get greater returns, and that's the power of leverage, and that's why people want to use leverage when they're funding their real estate deals. Now, what I like about that real estate investment side is you can see the numbers, how they added up dramatically more using the power of leverage. And on top of that, when you're investing in real estate, okay, first off, you're gonna get great tax deductions with investment properties. Okay, so it's a tax shelter. You don't get these same tax benefits when you're investing in stocks, and I don't believe you get any tax benefits. The only thing you get is you're gonna pay short-term or long-term capital gains when you sell that security. Secondly, okay, you're gonna get great cash flow. Okay, and this comes back to buying good investment properties. So first off, you gotta buy the correct property in order to put yourself in the correct position to cash flow you know, for 30 years or however long you're gonna hold that property. You know, but cash flow, that's a big one, right? You're gonna be getting rental income every single month off of this while it's appreciating like I just showed you. So secondly, let's say for this example now, let's say you have $500,000. You have $500,000 liquid. Now this is a perfect scenario to use the power of leverage. And let me show you right here. So first off, let's do the stock scenario, right? So you're gonna buy $500,000 of your favorite stock, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Boeing, whatever it might be. And that's gonna accrue to the same thing as the house, right? So that's gonna be 2.871745, okay? 2,871,745. Now, for real estate, what you can do now with $500,000 is you can buy 5 properties and put 20% down. You can buy 5 properties that are $500,000 and put 20% down, right? Okay, so you're gonna buy 5 houses. Okay, you're gonna put 20% down on each, $100,000 down on 5 houses at a 6% annualized return. Okay, this number is gonna be staggering after 30 years. It's gonna be $14,358,728. Okay, now this is for example purposes only. Keep that in mind. I know you're saying, oh, Alex, you know, real estate doesn't appreciate every year at 6%. Well, you're correct. It could be higher. It could be 10 to 15%. It could be 0%. It could go down in value some of the years. But over the long term, real estate is going to go up in value. So you can see this is a great example of how utilizing the power of leverage, right? And not using all your cash just to buy one asset. We're actually buying 5 assets in this example. Okay, it's actually going to increase your profitability. And on top of that, with the investment property, you're gonna get great tax deductions and you're gonna get great cash flow if you're investing in good investment properties. Now, if you're in the position that you have $500,000 liquid and you wanna buy 5 investment properties, what you should do rather than that, say you're renting right now, I would buy 4 solid investment properties and then I would go look for 1 primary residence that's cheaper than all the rest. I always recommend not to put all your money into a primary residence. You see all these people spending a ton of money on their primary residence when they're getting no cash flow out of that. Investment properties are generating cash flow, so I would rather put more money into a property like that that's gonna generate more cash flow and live in a primary residence that's cheaper and maybe not as nice. There you guys have it. Hopefully you got some type of value out of this video and learned something. And if you did, hit that like button so more people can see this video. All right, guys, stay tuned for the 2 videos coming later this week, Wednesday and Friday, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for joining in on this one. Peace.